So, hello everybody. My name is Razaak Adams. I'm from Ghana, but everyone calls me Zach. Everyone that knows me. I was hosted by KLES, working in the Luga Youth Exchange and Study Program, and placed by American Councils in Raleigh, North Carolina. I was hosted by a wonderful family called the Spaldings, and I was on double placement too with my brother. You can see him on the left. He's from Kyrgyzstan in Asia, and I'm on the right from Ghana. So currently I'm in the university. I'm studying civil engineering in a university in Ghana. And I'm here to present about my exchange life and the differences I experienced and stuff. So thank you. So next slide, please. So let's talk just a bit about Ghana. So Ghana is about 238,500 square kilometers. That's about the size of Minnesota for context, if some of you don't get it. And population is about 29.7 million people. We're not that many as compared to America. The capital is Accra, and we do speak English. So we are an Anglophone country, meaning we speak English as an official language. But the surrounding countries in Africa, in West Africa, they mostly speak French. So we call them Francophone countries. We use the Ghana cedi and Ghana peso coin as a medium of exchange. That's our money. So it's quite colorful, and there are different sizes to them. Next slide. So yeah, that's something fun to know about Ghana. So we have the largest man-made lake or artificial lake according to surface area, and it's called the Volta Lake. It's huge and it's crazy. So it's bound by a dam, and we get most of our power from that because of it, and that's really great. So just like how America has 50 states and some protectorates, Ghana has 16 regions. So we used to have 10 regions, but the new president divided the regions up to create 6 extra ones for better division of funds. So America has a movie industry called Hollywood. We also have one called Gollywood. Yeah, and we have a smaller one called Kumawood. That's a small town in Ghana, and they have their own movie industry called Kumawood. So yeah, we learned it from you guys. So we have about 80 different languages in Ghana too, and they all have several dialects. So it will quite be common to see a Ghanaian who's bilingual or trilingual. So I, for instance, I'm trilingual. I speak English, Twi, and Ga. And the kente cloth you all hear of, it's from Ghana. It's originally called Bon Ruwe Kente. So it's from Ghana. So when you see that, I know, oh my God, that's from Ghana. Yeah, it's from us. Next slide, please. So here are some pictures I have for you. So yeah, we have, on the left is a busy market street in Ghana. It's a market in Accra, and it's quite busy. There are a lot of people around most of the time, especially seasonal times. So Christmas, Easter, stuff like that. There are a lot of people. And on the right is also Accra, but a different part. You can see the tall buildings and the beautiful streets. Yeah, that is also Ghana. And we do have villages and stuff. So there are actually huts and stuff in more native villages in Ghana. But yeah, we have everything. So next slide, please. So one important thing you have to know about, and you have to know as an exchange student, is schooling in the US. And you're going to experience a lot of differences between what you have in the US and what you have in your home country. So let me relate with what I experienced in the US. And in the US and Ghana, one similarity is the levels of education. So you start from elementary school, you go to middle school, high school, then tertiary. It's kind of the same in Ghana, but we just call it basic school, then high school, then tertiary, right? But schooling in US is far more practical than in Ghana. You have a lot of equipment, a lot of laboratories as compared to Ghana. We hardly have those because we don't have the funds for them. And it's hard to keep them when we have them. And in high school, that's the focal point of this program. You're enrolled in a US high school. So in the US high school, it's mostly day students, as in they go in the morning and they come in the afternoon after school closes. But US also has boarding schools, but those are usually private. But in Ghana, mostly you have boarding schools for the high schools. So you stay in school all day, every day. You go home only on breaks. And the breaks are really short. You have midterm breaks or mid-semester breaks, and those are like 5 days. And then you have the longer end of semester break. Those are about 15 to 20 days. Yeah, but it's mostly a boarding school. So we wake up about 4 o'clock to work in the boarding house. And then we go to class at 7 o'clock and close at 3:30 p.m. So it's a hard, long day in the boarding school. But weekends are great. You gotta enjoy them. So the subject. The US has a very great flexibility when it comes to subjects. So you can pick from different aspects. Say you can pick anatomy and physiology, and you can go pick chorus class, that's the music class. You can go pick theater. You can go pick math and history. I mean, it's so diverse. But in Ghana, when you go to high school, it's more strict. So let's say I go to high school as a general science student. It means I can't go and pick literature as a subject. I can only pick biology, physics, chemistry. So that makes me a science student. If I'm a general arts student, I can go pick literature, government, and other general arts focused subjects. If I'm a visual arts student, I can only pick handcrafts, basket weaving, and stuff like that. So it's quite specific. So it kind of brings division, but it's still some kind of unique way we associate ourselves with. So he said, oh, you're a science student. So we straight away know what you study. We don't have to know individually. We just know that you're a science student, so we know what you study. And I think that's kind of cool. But sometimes we want a little flexibility in our subjects. Like say, I wanted to do some subjects that exist in general arts, but I couldn't because I'm a science student. But yeah, we got used to it, and it's kind of cool where we are. But I like US flexibility too. I enjoyed quite a lot. I took chorus class. I took French. I took math and English. Oh my goodness, it was fun. I just loved it. It was amazing. So relationship with teachers. So I noticed that the teachers are very friendly with students. During normal teaching times, after school breaks, they're really friendly. And I'm not saying Ghanaian teachers are unfriendly. They're mostly strict or polite or curt. They don't like to give so much relationship with the students. I mean, they try to remain professional as possible. But sometimes for their favorite students, they relate with them cordially. But you don't see it as much as compared to the US schools. And I kind of like that. I miss my teachers a lot. I'm in touch with some of them. So my English teacher, my music teacher, and my animal science teacher, they're quite friendly people. So, and then extracurriculars. Yeah, so the US has, well, it depends on the high school you attend, but it has a wide range of extracurriculars available for you, from sports to clubs to societies, lacrosse, football, soccer, basketball, golf. And in Ghana, you have those too, but they're quite limited. They're not that many. So in my high school, for instance, we had volleyball, we had football. Well, football is known as soccer here. It's the same thing. We had soccer, not American football. We had British football, and that's soccer. Yeah, and we had basketball, and I think there were about 4 sports. That was it. But then we had several societies. I was in the debate club, and I was in a peace giving society as well in my high school. But it's not as diverse as in American schools. They have far more societies, far more clubs, and far more sports varieties. So that's really good. That's what you get to enjoy when you get there. So make sure you try as much as you can, guys. Don't limit yourself to one thing or one thing you know. So just dip your fingers everywhere. So I was in the chorus class, that's the music class, and I never would have joined that if I were to be in Ghana. I had a lot of fun. We went for concerts, we sang, and it was great. There was a winter concert. We dressed in tuxedos and everything, and we performed, and everyone loved it. There's a video of it. We recorded it on a CD, and everyone has it. It's amazing. So make sure you test your hands on everything, and don't just be idle. You have to enjoy your experience fully. So assessment. Yeah. So this is one thing I don't like about Ghana's schools. When you're done with your assessments, mostly final exams or midterm or mid-semester exams, they post the results on the notice board for everyone to see. It's not like that in America. America is quite private, but in Ghana, you are going to see it. Yeah. So everyone sees the results. They see what you had in every subject. They see your position in the class, your average grade. So you have to perform well, or at least even if you're last, you have to do well so that I don't know, you don't feel left out, you don't feel so embarrassed. But yeah, that's how it is in Ghana. The next slide, please. Yeah, so on the left is an aerial view of my high school. It's called Presbyterian Boys Senior High School. Yeah, so it's a boys' school. One thing to note, it's a boys' school, so it's only boys. And we have different types of uniforms we wear on each time of the day. On the left, an area view, you can see our classroom blocks. We have about 7 blocks of classrooms with thousands of students. And on the right is the students in the uniforms. You can't see that well, but we have uniforms for the daytime classes. It's mostly a blue shirt and brown trousers or pants, as Americans call it. And in the evenings, we wear white shirt and brown pants. On Sundays, we wear cloths and shorts. On Saturdays, it's more lenient because we're not doing anything. We're mostly free on Saturdays. So we have like a lot of dresses for different occasions, and everyone wears it. So you don't really stand out that much, but it identifies you that you come from the school and you're a part of us. So that's the great thing about uniforms. So next slide, please. So yeah, I'm in this university, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. That's where I currently study civil engineering. I'm going to my second year next year. Thankfully, I did really well in my first year exam, so I'm happy for that. So that's an aerial view of the campus on the left. Yeah, it's quite pretty, and you have a lot of courses to choose from. But just like in high school, the courses are kind of strict to what kind of thing you're studying. So me, for instance, I'm studying civil engineering. So I don't really have to struggle to look for courses to register because the courses are already under my program. So as a civil engineer, I studied this and that, and I don't have to go and struggle to look for courses and register under it. No, you don't have to do that. You have your courses selected for you, so you just study what they give you. You just have 2 electives to choose from. So that's the only thing you register for. Apart from that, the rest of your courses are chosen for you. So I still chat with some of my friends in America, and some of them were complaining about not getting the class they want. They were like crying. One of them had to study trees. She was so annoyed. She was like, she was late to register. Now she has to study about trees. What does she care about trees? She was so upset. It was kind of funny. I was like, why do you have to register? Isn't it part of your course? Then she explained to me that you have to select each course you want. You have to get a major and a minor. I was like, wow, that's quite interesting. But yeah, and on the right is the university hall. So that's where the students stay, in the university campus. So that's where we live. It has a community bathroom and everything. Oh, it has walls between and curtains. So yeah, a little bit of privacy. But in the high school, there were no walls between or curtains. So yeah, there was zero privacy. It was a large community bath and everyone could see everyone, but we were used to it. A few weeks in first year and you get used to it. So that was great. The next slide, please. So living with an American host family. So I was hosted by a Spaldings in Raleigh, North Carolina, and they are an amazing family. I am so glad they picked me. I had 2 married parents. I had 2 host siblings, David and Luke. David was closer to my age, and then I was in double placement with a brother from Kyrgyzstan, and he is my best friend ever. We're in touch like almost every day. So he's in university now in Lithuania, and I'm so happy for him. And I'm here in Ghana. We chat almost every day. We share experiences and everything. So back to the host family. I mean, your host family really, they help you connect to America really well. Apart from your school, your host family helps you connect to America very well. Mine did a great job of doing that. When I came, I was really nervous to meet them. I mean, when I got my email that I got a host family, I actually looked them up on Facebook, and I found them. And I started to chat with them so that I get to know them before I get to America. And they were so friendly. I had my host mom's number first, so I called her, and I was kind of nervous. So when she picked up and she was talking, I was kind of intimidated. So I was like, it's me, Zach. And she was confused. She couldn't get my accent, so she was like, don't call this number again. And she was like, she thought I was, I don't know, maybe a scammer or something. I don't know. She was kind of worried. Said, how do you have my number? And stuff like that. So it was funny. We don't laugh about it. Because when I got there, I explained that was me. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Zach. I didn't know. Yeah, she didn't know. And I was kind of awkward and intimidated. So that happened. My host dad is quite friendly. He came to pick me from what city was it? From Washington, in the hotel. After the orientation, he came to pick me. Yeah, I was nervous to meet him, but when I brought my suitcase out, he came to hug me. I was like, oh, okay, we're doing this. And then we had a long drive to meet another part of the family. My host uncles, if you like. Before we went to my main host house in Raleigh, North Carolina, my host brothers are amazing. David was in high school with us, so we drove to school along with him, and it was so much fun living with them. It was just amazing. So next slide, please. So host family and the impact they had on my exchange experience. So when you're in America, you originally come with your own accents from your country, and some people might find it hard to understand what you say. So me, for instance, it was very hard to understand me, according to my friends and my host family. Yeah, it was very hard. So, and I spoke very fast. So people didn't get me that easily. I had to slow down and then talk for them to like understand what I was saying. And that helped communication get better. And slowly, as I talk with my host family, my accent kind of changed like this. I can talk normally now. This is how I normally talk. This is my normal Ghanaian accent. And then I can talk like this for my fellow Americans and people to understand what I'm saying. You get it? It's intentional. I can actually change it. Yeah. So my whole family helped me with that. So I was able to communicate with people more easily because of this, and I'm very glad for it. And they helped me travel and see places. It was amazing. They explained stuff to me, normal cultural stuff I wouldn't get, prepared meals for me, helped me eat variety of food. We went to restaurants, we interacted. It was just amazing. It was insane. So host family is a very crucial part of your exchange life, and you have to respect them. You have to listen to them. Whenever you have arguments, try to resolve it peacefully. Do not blow out and go to your room and lock the door like some dramatic kid. Just calm down and discuss everything. Yeah, because if you have a bad relationship with your host family, your exchange life could very well be very horrible. So you have to make sure you have a good relationship with them. And yeah, they helped me see more in America, and I love them for that. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, volunteering. So as an exchange student, well, volunteering means offering to do something freely. And when you get to America, you see a lot of that going on. In Ghana, we're developing countries. People don't like to volunteer that much because they need, something, an incentive to make them work. Yeah, life's not that easy, but it's not easy anywhere. But America, you see a lot of volunteering, and that is great because people need help, and sometimes they can't offer to pay for that help they need. So that's where volunteering comes in. You can volunteer in several places, in a library, in a church, school, shelter, other places. I volunteered in a library in a church. In the school too, I volunteered uh, in a nursing home too. So in the library, I stacked books, I delivered books, and I arranged books and everything. In the church, I took care of like the little kids while the adults went for their meeting. In the school, I joined the Key Club. It's a volunteering club where you do stuff like clean a place, take the rubbish out, the trash out, and stuff like that. So and on the right, you see a picture of me with my host brother. We did like almost everything together. We volunteered at a nursing home. We wrote cards, and then we took flowers, and then we gave them these cards, and it brought such a big smile on their faces, and it was the best thing ever. I mean, wow. I didn't know flowers and cards could do so much, but it's just try and get your hands out there. So there's a mandatory 30-day volunteering requirement as an exchange student. So you have to do 30 hour. You have to do at least 30 hours. I did 82 hours. My host brother, he did over 100 hours. So when you do that, you get a certificate from the U.S. government signed by the secretary, I think. So yeah, you should go for that. You should try to cross the 100-hour mark if you can. I did 82. I was doing other stuff. I was having fun. But if you think you can go for it, then 100 hours, yeah, go for it. It's amazing given to the community. My favorite volunteering experience was during Halloween. I volunteered in a haunted house. I was on a scare team. So we put on makeup and stuff to make ourselves look scary. And then we scared people. So they paid to go through the haunted house. And with that money, we donated it to an orphanage. And that was one of the best things ever. Next slide, please. So going out with my family. Yeah, my family, for instance, we went out a lot. They went out like a lot, more than other host families, I think. Because I met up with my Ghanaian friends who were also on the exchange program. And their families didn't go out as often as we did. But we went out a lot. Sometimes I was a bit too tired to go out. I'll honestly admit it because I didn't go out that much in my home country. But oh my God, I think we visited 14 states whilst we were there. It was great. It was amazing. We saw mountains, rivers, lakes. We saw seas. We saw waterfalls, cities. We went to New York. Thanks to our local coordinator. Thank you, Ginger. She made that possible. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff. We went out to eat. We went to festivals. So on the right, you see a picture of me with my host family and my placement brother, as well as a family friend. He is the second from the right. Yeah. So we went out to an African American festival, and that was so much fun. We learned a lot. We wrote on the streets. Yeah, you can't write on the streets in Ghana. That was fun. I wrote Ghana on the street because, yeah, everyone has to see it. And I painted it in thick block letters. So try as much as possible to go out with your host family. It helps you to relate better. You don't always have to stay at home. I mean, sometimes you can stay at home and watch a movie, but other times I think you should go out, see the world, relate to people more. It helps you see more people. It helps you understand things better and experience more as you go out. Next slide, please. Yeah, so enjoy the little things you have as an exchange student. My host dad loved to go on bike rides, and I also loved riding bikes. So that worked out great for us. And at the end of each bike ride, we would go to Ben& Jerry's. It's an ice cream company. So, and they have really good ice cream. We would get a huge ice cream cone and then like 3 scoops. He had 3 scoops. I couldn't take 3 scoops. I don't know. Too much milk is not that good for me. So about 2 scoops or 1 scoop is okay. But bike rides were one of the most fun things I enjoy in America. I mean, but sometimes it got too hard. He would pick like the most difficult trails to ride the bike. Like it's so uphill. And then by the time you got to the top, you would be like panting. It's like, dude, just pick an easy trail for once. I mean, calm down with the bike ride. So he had huge calves, so riding bicycles was quite easy for him. I hadn't ridden in a long time, but it was still enjoyable. Just the little things, maybe going out gardening, lawn mowing. Lawn mowing was fun for me. I tell you, pushing the thing to let it cut the grass. It was fun for me because I don't lawn mow here in Ghana. Some people do, but it's not that common. And our grass, I mean, it doesn't grow that fine. So we mostly weed with a machete or a cutlass. But lawn mowing was fun. And just going out to eat, going out with friends, just simple things. There was a game, I think they call it, was it a mini golf or something? I don't know. It was like a small golf court where you play golf. I don't know what it's called again, but that was fun. I lost a lot, but it was still fun to just hit the ball around. So just the little things. It doesn't have to be a big travel to New York, or it doesn't have to be a trip to like a big restaurant to eat sushi or something. No, just little things. Watching a movie, taking a bike ride, uh, preparing lunch or dinner together, having dinner together. Just that thing could bring you closer to your host family and make your experience more enjoyable. So just make sure that you experience as much as you can, and know that whatever you experience, it's not good, it's not bad, it's just different from what you know. Don't be judgmental when you go to America and you see stuff that is weird to you. They're called culture shocks because they're not what you're used to. You're something else that's out of your cultural boundaries and it looks weird to you. So just try to learn more about it if you want. If you don't think you must know more about it, then you just go your way. But don't be judgmental. Don't hate on it. It's a welcoming country. The people try to learn, try to accept or tolerate or, I don't know, connect with people. So you have to go there with a positive and open-minded head. Yeah, and that will make your experience far more enjoyable, far more fulfilling. And remember, it's a cultural exchange. So don't forget to show them your culture. Don't forget where you came from. So wherever you came from, I cooked for my host family. I cooked a lot of dishes. My host dad would say I didn't, but I did. I don't like cooking that much, but I cooked. And it was good. I was actually surprised. The first time I cooked jollof rice, my host dad is a Facebook freak. He posts a lot about his students. So everything, it was just out there. So I cooked jollof, and it actually turned out great because I was surprised. I didn't think it would turn out that great. And then I made soup for them. I made several dishes. I mean, but the real chef in the house was my brother from Kyrgyzstan in Asia. Oh my God, the guy is a chef. He bakes, he stir fries, he stews, he steams, he boils, he grills. Oh, the guy can do everything. You know, when he went back to his country, he actually went to a restaurant and helped them reset their menu, and they paid him for it. Like, he's a chef in the house, so I didn't do much cooking. He was amazing at it. I just set tables and did the dishes. That was enough for me, just to enjoy the food. So make sure you enjoy your exchange life. Don't take anything away from it with your behavior or with your actions, and it will be an amazing experience for you. Next slide, please. Oh, that's all. So, yeah, thank you guys for having me. Visit American Council's website for more information. Yeah, host students and also apply to be an exchange student, and you will experience great things. Thanks, American Council, for placing me in such a great home. Thank you, yes, for giving me the chance to be an exchange student and learn all these stuff. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. You do great work. Thank you very much. Yeah, so
Awesome.
yeah.
That was really, really great. That was a great presentation. I learned a lot of new stuff about Ghana, and I didn't know that Meadow was in Lithuania now, but that's interesting.
He's in Lithuania. Yeah, he went, I think, last month or this month, late last month or this month. Yeah, he went there for university.
Awesome. Do you guys have any questions? I know I have a few, but I'll let you go first.
I have a question.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. That was really, really great. So interesting too. Your host family sounds awesome. Like it sounds like they were really engaged and really like excited to show you guys everything. Are you still in touch with your host parents or your host family?
Yeah, touch with them like a lot. Almost every day we text on Messenger and then video chats, all of us, and it's just the best thing ever. We chat for about 30 minutes to an hour, And yeah, it's just amazing. So I don't know, we always post screenshots of our video chats on our stories when we chat, because like we're catching up and everything. We're in touch with each other a lot. And they actually keep helping us as we're here. They give us advice, they give us opportunities and stuff. And that's just amazing. We're all in touch. My brother from Kyrgyzstan, me, my host parents, and my host siblings, as well as my friends in America. I'm in touch with them too. I made quite a few friends, and yeah, we're still keeping in touch.
That's awesome.
Nice.
When you shared things about Ghana with your friends and family in America, did anything surprise them?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mention this. Just skip one. Yeah, so when I came to Ghana first, the first thing everyone was like noticing was my accent. It was like this. Instead of being like this, it was like this. So I had an American accent, and people were like, "Oh my God, Zach, where have you been?" Everything. I told them about the food. I told them about the culture. They were so shocked, especially about the mashed potatoes. Honestly,
Awesome.
I wasn't sure what it was, and it was during the orientation in Hilton Hotel. So I took a huge serving of the mashed potatoes. I told my friends about it, and then I put a huge scoop of it in my mouth. I thought it would be good. I mean, it smelled good. It tasted like nothing.
You didn't like
And
it? Oh.
I didn't like it. Other people were talking to me, and I couldn't talk back because I had food in my mouth I couldn't swallow. I was like, what is this? I didn't like mashed potatoes. I didn't like barbecue sauce. I didn't like what was it? The yellow sauce thing. The friend of ketchup. What's it called?
Mustard.
Yeah. None of my friends and I liked it. My Ghanaian friends, they all didn't like it. So it wasn't just I knew that this is a Ghanaian thing. We don't really like it. So I told them about the school too, and they were really excited about the school. I mean, the types of the types of classes you have, the extracurriculars you have, they were like so happy about it. Like the music class, the concert, the sports, especially. People were like, really? Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, I told my friends in Ghana about that, and that pretty excited them. Excited them pretty much, yeah.
Did you know anything about North Carolina before you got there?
Yeah, no, I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. So when I was in Ghana, knowing nothing about exchange life or anything, the cities or states I knew were New York, California, Texas. I knew Nevada, Muslim, yeah, and I knew Boston and Florida. I think that was about what I knew, because I think they were the hip states according to us. So like, oh my God, if you get hosted in that state or the city, that would be amazing. So when I said North Carolina, I didn't know about it. I thought it would be like a dull place to live and everything. So I had my stereotypes about it, but yeah, it turned out good.
Awesome.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yeah. Andrew, do you have any questions? No?
No, I think that was all of them. The surprising thing is what I was going to ask about, but yeah, that's that was great.
Oh. Any other questions?
What do you, well, besides your host family, so other than people, what do you miss the most about the U.S.?
Okay, so let me list some things. I can't tell what I missed. Yeah. So I miss the drives I take in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because most of the time we had like really free streets, and you could just sit back and relax and just look out the window and just, my host dad would be driving. That was just amazing.
Yeah.
And I also miss you get Wi-Fi like almost anywhere. I actually do miss Wi-Fi. You can get anywhere because it's rare here. You don't get Wi-Fi anywhere. Maybe if you go to malls or something. But in America, almost everywhere you go, you get Wi-Fi. And I miss that a lot. I miss American food. I miss, what was it? Lasagna. Well, that's Italian. Lasagna, chicken pot pie. I miss meatloaf. And the desserts I miss are carrot cake, banana bread, and there was this other bread, garlic bread. Oh, that was I miss cheese. We don't take cheese that much here, but I miss cheese.
Did living in the US for a year make you look at your country differently? Not in a good or bad way, but did you learn new things about Ghana or think about Ghana differently after you went back?
Yeah. So it's like before I went to the US, I had my eyes. I saw Ghana as like, it was normal. Everything was ordinary to me. Then when I went to the US, it was just full of culture shocks. And after the 1 year, I kind of got used to them. Then when I came back to, like, I had these glasses on, so I saw stuff a little bit different, like our education system. I was thinking maybe things could be done a bit differently and they could be better. I also saw stuff that are better in the education system here that America could adopt. I saw stuff about the way we behave on the road, the way our family systems are, the way friends behave with each other. It was just, it was quite visible. And my friends saw it a lot. So we had this thing called, was it readaptation? So when we went to America, we had to adapt. We came back to Ghana, we had to readapt. And our families in Ghana couldn't understand that we have to readapt to life in Ghana. So it was a bit harder for some of my friends. But readaptation was a real thing because it was a big, not just physical change, but psychological change. And we needed to get used to that. So but I'm readapted now. I'm used to stuff. But I still see what I see when I came first, but I'm not having whiplash or anything because of that. Yeah,
it's been a couple years now. It takes a while. Like, and anyone who's, I think probably all 5 of us that are on this have I think lived in different countries. So when you go back to to your home country, it is quite different to readjust. So yeah. Well, I don't think I have any other questions. I know it's getting late. It's getting dark, not late necessarily, but getting a little dark for you over there. So I really, really appreciate you taking time to not only make the presentation, but to sit here and do the presentation with us. It was really good to see you again, or for me to see you again, because I've met you obviously. I think that's everything. But this was really great. This was really informative, and I think it'll be really interesting to a lot of other people as well.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks, Zach.
Yeah, you're welcome. Later.
Bye.